Hey guys, Johnny Curves 2000 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Spider-Man 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast. This is part 5, and now we go into this small section right here. This can be a little confusing when you first do it, but really all you have to do is hit all these switches. Now the way that it works is that you have this big sort of pool in the middle of the level here, and there are two little small corridors, or whatever you call it, like hallways, and you have all these switches. Now what you have to do is you have to keep going back and forth between the two sides, going left and right, hitting all the switches, all the while trying to avoid all the lizardmen that spawn out from the pool of sewage water in the middle. It can be a little annoying, and I actually died the first time I did this when I tried to record, because they're constantly shooting at you with their projectiles. And as always, as I showed off, well, I didn't show it off, but as I mentioned before, if you get anywhere near the water, even if you just touch it for a little while, you instantly die. So once you have all 4 switches, you just go down here, go through the hallway, and then you're done with this part. It's not that hard, really. One thing, though, is that at the bottom you see, like, I don't know if you can make it out, but there are sections on the floor in the pool area there that are bottomless. So there are little sections where you can fall through the floor, which is kind of a dick move, because if you don't know that they're there, you can very, very easily fall through and get an instant kill. Now in this section, we're going to be going after Venom, but we're going to be doing so in the sewer,
Looks like I better time
like
this
a
right.
tunnel here. And what you have to do is you go onto this like side perspective view, and as you see at the bottom, it says press up to crawl into the tunnel. And what you have to do is you have to time it so that the water down there, it rises and falls, and all the while you're on this very winding, doesn't really make sense, ceiling here of the tunnel. Now, as I just finished mentioning, if you touch the water, it's an instant kill, so do not touch the water. There's a little bit of a line on the wall there. I don't know if you can see. It's very dark footage. I don't know why this game records so dark. But there's a line on the wall in the background there that shows you just how high the water will go, so you know how to you know how high the water is, and you know where to stop and things like that. And as you saw there, if I hadn't stopped and allowed the water to go up and then go down again, I would have gotten caught. Not fun at all. But once you make it through, you have to do is kill these couple guys right here, and we make it through to the next section. You don't absolutely have to kill all these guys. I just do because, you know, it's just fun. When you get to this section, though, you have to swing all the way to the middle of the pole there. And, of course, as you guys can see there, there's water. Water's a no-no. If you touch it once, you die. So just swing to this middle platform here. Swing all the way to the next little small corridor here. My God, this place is dark. You see a switch here. Just pull the switch, it lowers the water,
Coming through.
and Venom just kind of bum rushes through us for some reason. Now what you have to do here is, it took me a while to realize it here, because I hadn't played this game in a while when I recorded this, but what you have to do is that you have to go in between these two little platforms here, and there's a switch there. Now I forget, while I was recording this, and I'm sorry for the sound. For some reason, I mentioned it before, but the sound in the sewer levels just magnifies. Like, it gets layered. Like, it's not done properly. I don't know what it is, but it comes off very, very loud. That's not my recording. It's just the way the game is. I don't know why. I can't remember if it's on the PlayStation or the N64 version, but it's certainly a problem in the Dreamcast version. But as you saw there, you just hit the switch. You make it all the way over here. And we're done with this little section here. Look to the side, make sure there's nothing there, and no, there isn't. And we got a little cutscene right here.
Where are you?
Mary Jane won't last much longer.
Alright, so what you have to do here is, as you guys saw there, Venom just went through 4 doors that he locked behind himself. Now what you have to do is you have to immediately walk back where you came from. You get shown this little cutscene here, and what you have to do is you have to hit all the switches, and each switch opens or closes one of the gates that Venom is standing next to, or in front of rather. Normally this would take a hell of a long time to figure out because it is rather confusing, but because I prepared myself before I recorded this, I'm going to show you how to do it the easy way. All you have to do is you go down here, you go down 2 levels, remember that, 2 levels. You hit the red switch and that'll make the 2nd and the 4th door come up. And then you use your L targeting and just look up and to the left and you hit the blue switch and that'll release doors 1 and 3, which should make it so that all the doors come open. Like I said, if you were normally to do this and you were to press any of the other switches in any like different combinations, you'll open and close a bunch of different doors and it just gets really annoying. But if you do it this way, it takes no time. That's why it's the only section of this level, this little stage here, because they knew that it would take you so long. I made extra sure that I practiced for that part. And now we're on to the Lizard's Maze. I think that's the name of the level, I can't remember. We're of course using Ultimate Spider-Man here. Or, sorry, Unlimited, sorry. Wrong name. And here we just get a short little battle here with Venom, but that's not the real battle that we're going to have. Like I said, we actually fight him a couple times. I think he's the one that we fight the most, like as far as bosses are concerned in this game. But anyway, all you have to do is you fight him there, you beat him up, he disappears, or we lose him because I guess that's the game's way of interpreting the fact that Venom kind of hides from Spidey's spider sense. And all you have to do is you have to crawl on the ceiling here. Obviously there's water on the floor, so you can't touch that. If you touch it, instant death. And that's not fun. You just follow this line here on the roof, on the ceiling rather. And you just have to make sure that you follow all the corridors here. Now, when you get to the first corridor or the first part where you were given a choice whether to go left or right, go to the right, and here you're instantly put into another battle with Venom. And of course, I don't know what it is, but every time I do the air kick thing, if I do it like a certain amount of times, I don't know if it's a certain amount of times, but you see right there that Spidey just kind of freezes. Anyway, we go past it here and we introduce ourselves to a familiar face that we've seen before.
I knew it.
Spider-Man! Venom has imprisoned me and has taken my lair. Now he's using my lizard man against you.
No.
He's also imprisoned that Parker woman.
Where is she?
She's in the lair at the end of the maze. There's only one way to get there. Go back along this tunnel and cross over 2 waterways. At the 3rd waterway, go right. Follow it around the corners, past the machinery, skip the first tunnel intersection, then go right at the next one. You will find the woman there.
Thanks, Lizard.
Alright, so that was the Lizard, and unfortunately that's the full extent of his appearance in this game. We actually don't fight him, we actually don't interact with him, other than that little dialogue that he has. But other than just making a short cameo, he does tell us where to go. Now, you can completely bypass him, which may be the reason that he sort of, sometimes players, that play this game, sometimes they'll completely bypass the Lizard without ever having met him. Now what he tells us here is that we're supposed to go all the way across to this section here.
Warmer?
And of course you get to hear Venom tell you warmer, warm. That's one thing I do love about this game, is that it does do the comedy bit really well. And I like these little parts right here. I made an effort to show this off. Like it puts warm on like as a graffiti on the wall there. And that's also a way to tell you that you're going the right way. Now, I've never been crushed by these crushers, but I mean, kind of self-explanatory. Don't get crushed. But yeah, like I said, the Lizard, he pretty much, that's the extent of his appearance in this game. Now, you do fight him in the sequel, Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, and he's actually a rather difficult boss in my opinion in that game. or rather, it's not that he's very difficult. It's just that his boss battle has sort of a gimmick. But we'll get to him eventually if I ever get around to playing that game. But anyway, you skip the first level, or the first open tunnel, whatever, and you make it to the second, make a right, and we'll be facing off against Venom.
Smaller spider.
Help! Is anybody there? Help me!
Mary Jane!
Please!
Hey, you made it.
Venom!
I'd let you see your wifey poo, but she's in the bath right now. So, what do you say, Spunky? Let's finish this.
All right. Now we're fighting Venom for the second and last time. Well, second if you don't count those times that we fought him in the maze. But anyway, right away here, you have to go ahead and press the switch that will stop the water from going any higher. Now here, there is sort of like a catch to this battle, as you guys noticed right away. Mary Jane is being held hostage. She's on the chains and she's right there. But the thing is that there are switches all over this little room here. And Venom, every now and again, will try to go get, activate those switches. There's 4 switches to my knowledge. And every now and again, he'll try to open the waterway again, and the water will continue to rise. That bar on the side there tells you how high the water is. Now, obviously, if it gets too high, Mary Jane will drown, and you'll get an instant game over. And yes, I am using Captain Universe. I didn't like the fact that I chose Captain Universe. I mean, like I said before, guys, I have the order pre-planned as to what costumes I'm gonna be using for which levels and things like that, and it just so happened that Captain Universe landed on the battle against Venom. So it's sort of like a cop-out because he, as I mentioned before, Captain Universe can't get hurt at all, and he does dish out double the damage. So Venom would, like if you punch Venom, he won't take as much damage as I'm giving him right now. And as you guys saw there, he opened the switch again. If you try to, I'm trying to show off here, if you try to close the switch with any other switch other than the one that Venom pressed, it won't work. So you have to press the switch that Venom pressed. Otherwise, the water will continue to go up until you deactivate the switch that Venom used. But anyway, just punch him a couple more times and he should be down. He's not that hard. And we get a nice long cutscene. Really funny one, too. But anyway, that's it for part 5, guys. I will see you in part 6.
Why did you come back?
You should know, Spider-Man. The heist you pulled at the Science Expo. You're the bad guy this time.
You idiot! Think, Eddie. Think back to that day. I was with you in the crowd. An imposter Spider-Man was on stage. He burned both of us. And now we've been played against each other.
You're right, partner.
Mary Jane!
I've got you. You and your wife are innocent, Parker. Our bad.
Our bad? Our bad? I'm gonna kill
Peter
you!
Parker! Just get me out of here now!
Bummer. You're in the doghouse now, dude.
Coming, honey. So, we're partners. But only for now. After we bust those tech thieves, it's payback time for kidnapping my wife.
Jeez. One little mistake. We said we're sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Now, the imposter was a shapeshifter. So that means it was either Mysterio or the Chameleon.
Hey, Chameleon was our idea. We thought of that.
Tell me this, Einstein. Who could have wanted to steal Octavius' technology?
Ooh, we know.
Who?
The Submariner.
Submariner? Get serious, will you?
The mighty Thor.
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
Galactus.
Forget it, Eddie. I need Jameson's help on this. We're going to the Bugle.
Jameson. We hate Jameson.
You bonehead. We're not going to see Jameson. We're going to use his computer database.
Ooh, are we gonna surf the web?
Let's just go, okay?
As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming-related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe. Maybe.